In a previous challenge, we looked at creating and running terminal scribes from data structures, like dictionaries and lists. Now, obviously, dictionaries and lists can be written to files. You can also load them from files. So, it's theoretically possible to create canvases and scribes that can be saved as files and loaded from files. For example, if you want to send a particularly interesting set of scribes to run to a friend, you just send them your file, which could be opened by this program. And not only is this theoretically possible, but we are going to do it in this challenge. So I've given you a head start and created a fromDict and toDict method on both the Canvas and the Terminal Scribe classes. Now, it's not that I doubt your Python skills, but I just wanted to make sure that it was written in such a way that it would handle any classes that extend from the parent class smoothly. Let's go to the code. So in writing the dictionary data in the toDict function on the Canvas class, I use the name of the current class. So type self.name gets the class name as a string. And then when reading that data back in the fromDict function, I look up the class name in Python using the globals dictionary. So we can get that actual Python class. There is also the issue of writing all the movements for each scribe. In the terminal scribe.toDict function, down here, I get the function name for each function. So move0 is the actual function, and using .name, I can get the function name as a string. Then I get the list of arguments. When reading these back in the fromDict function, we need to make sure that these movement functions, these strings, are bound to their particular scribe instances as the actual function, not a string, and this gets a bit trickier. So I use moves fromDict in order to do that. And this is a little bit of Python wizardry down here. You can see I use the get members and the isMethod functions from this inspect module. Don't worry too much about it unless you want to. But the point is that this works. And then you have the toDict and the fromDict methods on the Canvas and Scribe instances. As usual, if you have any other classes that are extending the Canvas and Terminal Scribe classes, you'll want to make sure that you have the appropriate toDict and fromDict methods on them as well. You can see an example I wrote here in the plot scribe, where I've made a custom toDict and fromDict method for that plot scribe. So I want you to use these functions, modify them or reuse them as needed for your own code, and then create the functions toFile and fromFile that will write and read these to and from your actual text or JSON files on your computer. All right, get filing.